going home because I forgot my charger. Wheels. Sell the wheels. Sell the 17-inch wheels. Sell them today and tomorrow. Here's a little experiment. One knackered rover, one dull bonnet. Can I make this bonnet better by emptying a tub of chili on it? It was nice, that. I've got stuff for sale. I have items for sale. People should buy them, but they're not doing. I have a car. Oh, that reminds me. I reckon we might be on for one of those today because I've got too many different thoughts and ideas going on in my little bumps. I do actually have a lot to do down here, and I can't even do half of that. I need help, sort of. Not that kind of help. Would you like to have a guess what car this came off? What happens most mornings for me is I get these pings while I'm still kind of half asleep. Somebody asking for something. And my response is, yeah, I think so. But often, I don't know for sure. Because it could be something minor. Usually it's something really small, something insignificant, something I can only really ask a £5 or a £10 for in the first place. And something that's on another part. So I don't always know. But I have to kind of give some answer. And then I get down here and I have to start looking for things. And usually I forget because I've got something else on my mind as well. You know that men can't multitask? Well, they can't. I mean, we can to a degree, obviously. It's like that thing when you're having a conversation with someone whilst driving. Why it's dangerous to speak on the phone, but not too bad to speak with someone next to you. Because they can see what you're doing. And you need this. You can't have a proper thoughtful conversation whilst negotiating a roundabout as well. So I have all these little bits to organise. There's 3 small things so far today to organise, and then I need to put Boaty's car in for MOT, and there's something else. I know there's something else. Oh, and I've got to make a video, and before you know it, it's 1:45 and I haven't had any dinner. Yeah, right, I've got a job to do on this, and I've got to find out what's wrong with that. There is a Renault Clio there that is in my possession at the moment. I've got to do something with that. This car needs more stuff taken off, and there's some chili on the bonnet. Jobs to do on this, including paint rectification, polishing the headlamps, and then the same kind of thing on this one as well. There's Boaty's car, and then over at the other end of here, we still have this car called Rhonda. I'm not doing a tour of the yard, I'm just trying to get some sense of what's going on. I could really do with going in there as well today to find some things. And I need to put some stuff, I need to get some stuff out of that car. All of this lot, as well as ignoring something I have to do on transit face as well, like that passenger door that won't open. I quite like to go for a bike ride. In fact, going for a bike ride is exactly what I could do with doing right now, just to give me some sense of direction. Now, if this video is confusing you at all, good, because that's how it feels for me every day. Oh, yeah, and you've seen me, quite possibly, on a few occasions, tidying up my workshop because basically everything gets under my feet and suddenly I can't concentrate any longer. That's an ongoing problem I have, or I have here. I don't know if it's me, just me. Is it just me that has this problem? I mean, you've got it at the moment because you're watching this video. The time is now 1:35 and I still haven't had anybody turn up, but I do have another job to do. Yes! Oh yeah! This Renault, as you can see, I've blocked off part of the registration because now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to be responsible for selling it in bits. I like these Renault Clios actually. I used to have one. Drove very well. Now that is a lovely smooth engine. Feels like an engine mount's fallen off though. The trouble is, it's had a bit of a whack on the curb there, and that is going to affect how this car drives. How does it drive? Well, I can tell you this clutch is slipping really rather badly. The steering is incredibly light. It's a proper one-handed job this, but it doesn't. No, I was going to put it over there, but there's no room for it because there's a bumper down there. The steering is light, but it doesn't feel particularly well attached to the front of the car, and you can hear lots and lots of rather disconcerting clunky sounds going on. Oh gosh, actually that's weird. It feels like it's really crabbing badly. Looking at the video, it doesn't look too bad. And that really does get me thinking. The amount of times I've been behind a car and you can see it's kind of going ever so slightly sideways. What must that feel like? And now for something really important. Bread skimming. Very quick challenge here to put the Renault into use. I'm going to try and skim the piece of bread into the window like that. I've only got 2 pieces of bread. Can I do it? No. Well, you'd be surprised by how happy that has made me. Well, that certainly went a long way, and it's still usable, so let's do another. Definitely lost it now. Next job, well, actually the job, the only job so far today, is to use these tools and remove that. Do you know what that is? Yeah, you do. Of course you do. It's a track rod end. It would most definitely help if I brought along the right size socket first. Well, that's undone, but it's this getting that bit off of there that doesn't seem to work. So that's where the hammer comes in handy. Although, not quite big enough. Maybe that one will be. No. No. Yes. Great, that's off. I'm sure you know this, but you need 2 spanners to take the track rod end off. One to steady the thing, and the other to undo it. 19mm and a 13mm. I'll remember those numbers for the future. Anyway, it was a good hour and a half when I started taking that off, and it's still on. Still on. Not only is that track rod end still on, but that chill is still there. The magpies, the ungrateful thieving sods. I'll give them that and they don't want it. Anyway, I guess the obvious thing to do now is to go on a bike ride. Yeah, it won't be a long one though.
Average speed 9.9 miles per.
Hello. There's something over there on the hills there. That's Knoll Hill, but beside it, that dirt track just beyond the flats. And I'll try and ride up there within the next week. It's quite a long way up. I'm about to explore a big housing estate called Kirkholt, and some think it's a bit rough here, but I think it's an amazing place. I'll take some pictures. Well, I finished doing that, and I was out probably a bit longer than I intended actually, which means there's now no longer any time for any work. I've just locked up, and now I'm going to go. And now I've just realised something. When I moved this Renault before, I didn't put it back in quite the right place. So, can I get through that gap? Yes. I'd really quite like to say thank you to all of those lovely people for commenting on yesterday's video. It did take me quite a while to put that video together, and to have so many people commenting on it with such interesting points was a real treat. And now I'm going to reply to some of you, but if I don't get to all of you, thank you anyway, because it was fabulous.